folks, I am Ultrazilla, and today I have reviewed Figuartszero Dynamic Classics. Although, how is it dynamics and a Figuartszero? I'm not sure. Great General of Darkness. Alright, my Zillions, we have a classic Mazinger family villain here. One I've had for quite a bit now, just never reviewed it. He was in my review case for a long time, and you're going to see something right here on the back that happened just sitting in my storage thing. He wasn't in the box, and maybe that's part of it, but I don't recall him having this bubbling at all. So, starting off with a little bit of a problem I just want to get, out of the way. That's weird. I don't know what that is. I thought it was, maybe some dirt or something. I tried to wipe it. Don't recall it being there, but that's a bit of a bummer. So I don't know what that is. It's not scratches. So yeah, weird. Maybe temperature shift here did that. I don't know, guys. But this is still a cool piece to look, and I was reminded of this because I just recently got a Getter 1 Dynamic Classics Soul of Chogokin, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this dude. So yeah, he was just sitting in one of my drawers here, and I was like, let's bust him out, get him on the review desk. This looks pretty cool. The name of the character is, I can't say it the way it's called. I just know him as the Great General of Darkness. So that's gonna have to be good enough. Let's get to this review. For accessories, the Great General of Darkness comes with two chains. One that I can't find right now. It is this one right here. It's around here. So it was the default one that I had on it, on him. And yeah, you would think it would be in the drawer this guy was in, but it wasn't, which means it probably fell off at some point when I was on my desk and then got shoved into a pile of accessories, which I cannot go through right now. But, it'll look something like that, just shaped like this. And it's the chain you want to have on him if you don't have the sword hanging on him. I, of course, prefer this look, so I'm all good even if I never find it. The hand would be slightly on the hilt of a sword, which I like. And then, as you can see, the chain is done in a nice color, I gotta say. I do like it. It's like a gray, but it's got like kind of this like metallic sheen to it. Really, really nice. Really well sculpted. And that plugs into there, and it also plugs into this sword here. Taking a closer look at that, this would be the sword in the scabbard. So there you see there's a hole where this should be plugged into, like so. So that looks really, really cool. This also comes out the hilt, out of the hilt there. So the hilt comes out the scabbard. But yeah, this looks pretty nice, just like this. A really nice sculpt. I like that a lot. I like the gold, so pretty awesome. It comes with an extra sword that is already out. Nice silver, but it is a little choppy at the edges. Now this wasn't in the box, this was in its package still, so I wasn't playing around with it at all. So this is as it came out of the factory, and you can see it is not clean on either side. It is not perfect, so that's a bit of a bummer. Same gold hilt here, looks really nice. I do like it. You get two extra hands, or like 4 arms here with this guy. And this is one of them. It does have articulation here at the wrist, which is kind of cool. So this one is to hold a sword, which I won't be doing, but you do like this. You do one of these, stick it in one side, stick this on the other side, and you close it up. And that's how he would hold a sword. Obviously this plugs in here. I'm gonna take this piece out just to show you. Comes out like that, and this goes in here. So if you want to hold on the sword, it does look cool, and then you would probably put that up. That's a cool look too, for sure. I just kind of like how it looks with the the hand down on the sword. It just looks really, really cool. Like on the shelf, it's like cool to have it that way. But this does work nicely. for sure. So you can see Figuartszero. I mean, this is my only Figuartszero, so I was a little surprised to see some sort of articulation here, which is cool. Do we take a break here and do articulation? Yeah, why not? I'm already talking about it. So as you see, this moves here. This moves on a hinge, and it swivels back and forth. You are limited. This one works a little bit better. You are limited to that too. This piece comes out, so if you want to just do that, and you can see how much that moves. You saw they do move. Big ball here. Balled hinge, but like that. This is not a ball joint. It's just kind of, it's a weird shape, but it works. The legs I don't think move at all, so there's that. But there you go. There is some articulation, and of course the head can go up and down a little bit. Yes, and that's on, yeah, it's on a ball joint. So there you go with the articulation. The other hand is a fist hand. If you want to, swap that out, you can do that. Same articulation on this. Really nice. I didn't really get close on it, but they look really good. Painted very well, so that is cool. As you saw, there's various cape pieces. Same material as the back of the cape, but these are faring a little better. So that's pretty good. I do like it with the look I have on now. This is a nice sculpt. Looks good. You get two other pieces. Here we are. So for this look, let's see. You put this right in here. Yep. So if you want to do like that, you can do so, which looks cool. And this piece here covers the arm a little bit more. There's the peg is back there. I'll show you. There's a foot. There's a hole in here. It's hard to see in this lighting, but there's a hole in here. Trust me, at the top of the cape there. So you want to position it right. It's hard to see with the camera. Well, it's hard to see with me playing with it in front of the camera. But let's see if I could. Oh, I think I got it. Nope. Gonna do this off camera, guys. And there you go. That looks pretty nice as well. I do like it. I think maybe if you do something like that. Aw, that's one falls out a lot. So yeah, you do get some pieces, but they aren't exactly perfect. I do like the one that I had on. I thought that was pretty good. But boy, am I having trouble getting all these pieces to stay in. No, that one went in nicely. The head popped out, but that one went in nicely. So that's how that looks. But I feel like the more you cover this guy's arms, the better, because I feel like it looks cool. Like with the arms getting covered, somewhat draped by the cape. That's my opinion, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like this doesn't look as good as it did. So it's up to you, but I definitely prefer this on this side because this will give you room to hold the sword and stuff. And then this arm could be covered by the other piece of cape. So pretty good. That's how they all look together on the back. Again, this is the one that does have a little bit of a stuff, but you're not going to see this in the back, from the back. So on your shelf, this is going to look cool anyway. We also get one nice display stand. Very similar to what you get with Sochogo and stuff. This is definitely meant to go with that stuff, obviously, with the, dynamic classic stuff. It says dynamic classics there, but it says Figuartszero on top, and that is the name in Japanese spelled out. It's Ankoku Daishogun. So I don't know why I couldn't say that up front. Tell you the truth, when I tell you the truth, I couldn't find this first. So yeah, at the top. So I didn't have the name handy. I didn't have the box handy, and there you go. So there you have that. Nothing going on there. It is just a display stand. Just stand them up on top. And the last item is not for this guy, but it is for the GX70 Dynamic Classics Mazinger Z. But I do not have this piece. It is one that I just didn't jump at these dynamic classics for some reason. Not completely, at least. I got Grendizer, and I got the Devilman, and now recently Getter and this guy, and that was it. I didn't go for the Mazinger stuff. I don't know why. Guys, I don't know why, okay? I just don't know why. But this is for Mazinger Z. I'm guessing this is a more metallic candy color here. It looks good, but I don't have that figure. Alright, so let's take a look at this general in full. Put on the fist arm to do that. Make it a little bit different. We've seen the cape now. We don't have to see that. But taking a look at the top part, it's got really nice gold here at the collar. Very, very nicely done. The rest is like this dark blue. Pretty cool. Looking at the head sculpt. Pretty excellent. Paint looks very, very nice. I do dig it. Eyes look cool. Mouth. And then the helmet looks pretty nice. There is some sloppy paint right there. You see it going from the blue to the horn here, to the gray horn. That's a bit of a bummer. In real life, you don't see it as much, but zoomed in, yep, you do. Gold bat thing looks pretty good. I like the horns. I like how they're sculpted. Those look cool. But the true face of the general here is on his chest. So, shocker if you've never seen Mazinger. It looks pretty good. I think the paint turned out very well. The sculpt looks really good. It would have been funny if it had like a yelling face. That would have been interesting. The armor underneath that looks pretty good. Do watch out with this beard. I feel like that could snap. But the armor underneath it looks pretty good. The arms, not bad. There is like some ugly marks here, you know, at the seam lines. Not so great. But they're fine. The belt looks good. The armor here looks good. Armored skirt, whatever this is called. Looks pretty good. Nice look to it. It's kind of a little bit pearlescent. And then you got the gold buttons here. Speaking of gold, really nice gold knee pads. You know, it's got this dark blue leggings there. And then the boots look pretty good as well. Pointy boots here. Very well sculpted. And this all looks pretty good with the gold. So that is very, very, very nice. And I think overall, the proportions on this guy are pretty good. I mean, they're pretty anime accurate, I have to say. I do like it. This is, you know, this is a force to be reckoned with here. This is a giant general who is given the Mazinger family a very, very hard time for a long time. And I think, for the most part, I think this, you know, maybe it's too bad it's a Figuartszero, but this looks fantastic. For your size comparisons, here's the Great General of Darkness with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, I like it. The weird bubbling, whatever is going on with the cape in the back, that's, you know, notwithstanding, that wasn't like that when I got it, so it's something that happened here, unfortunately. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. The rest of the figure is pretty good. Some maybe minor little blemishes, but otherwise, it is a very nice piece. Is it very articulated? No, but the dynamic classics, I mean, I don't know if articulation is like the biggest thing with them. So there's that. I don't really care about that too much. Ultimately, this is just a figure for my display. And in that regard, it looks good enough. It's a big, imposing chunk of plastic, and I'm very happy with it. Alright guys, and that's my review. I hope you dug it. This has been the Bandai Tamashii Nation's Figuartszero, Great General of Darkness, and I am Ultrazilla. Comment below, subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, peace out, peeps.